This is the Cliffside pilot, and not only is it one of the earliest indie animated pilots on YouTube that gained an admirable amount of traction, it is also, in my opinion, one of the best animated pilots on YouTube. Like I mentioned in my Dark Harvest video, it's something that really opened my eyes on the potential of YouTube as a platform for animated projects. Not saying there weren't any great animated projects before, but this pilot really showed YouTube could rival that of Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon. I mean, we did have Shut Up cartoons and Bravest Warriors, but one was created by the same people who made Molester Moon, and the other I don't care about. Sorry, Bravest Warrior fans, nothing you can do to make me watch Space Adventure Time.
This bridge is no place for a woman!
I saw the Cliffside pilot when it came out, and I absolutely loved it. I couldn't wait for more episodes. We didn't get more episodes, and I think we all know who to blame. Even after years it came out, people are still talking about how amazing this pilot is. Now, for those who may not know, this pilot is created by Vickers, which some of you may know for creating another indie animated project. That's right, Vickers is the creator of Murder Drones. And oh, isn't it just a fair trade? The series has a lot of DNA from the pilot, which we'll soon talk about. What I'm saying is that the wrong child died. So what makes this pilot so good? What exactly is so special about this? And is it just nostalgia talking? Nostalgia for better times, when I had a more optimistic worldview and things were slightly okay?
No.
Well, you better sit your ass down and let me tell you what made Cliffside so special. For the time it came out in 2018, the year of Avengers Infinity War and Uganda Knuckles, the art style and animation was fantastic. It was like a serious Edgeworld cartoon. Does that make sense? I think it makes sense. Even though I personally think Dark Harvest art style is more stylized and unique, what they have here, however, works for what kind of pilot this is, especially since the animation and art style allows for a lot of fun slapsticks.
Hey, just crossing the street. Whoop, there I go.
The characters are also pretty engaging. The main protagonist is really likable. Even though he's a boastful idiot, he showcases himself to be fairly capable at times.
Dastardly, I once shot my own posse just because my gun was getting heavy with all the extra bullets. Plus, I once distracted a stupid spider long enough to escape her dumb web. Whoop.
It would have been easy to just make him a complete idiot, but showing glimpses of his cleverness made him more of a complex character. We have this girl, your typical competent character, and she's fine. I mean, we don't really get much from her. In all honesty, she's a bit boring, especially in comparison to Spider-Girl. Oh, Spider-Girl. I love her character. She's what pretty much happens when you befriend a level 1 enemy. She's so cool. She's quirky, but not in an annoying way. She's not a Harley Quinn cosplayer.
Ugh, holy.
It's not so bad. Smells like discipline.
And overall, just a fun character. Also, I bet some of you watching are getting deja vu from her. Compare the Spider-Girl with the Murder Drones from the show. They're a spitting image. Hell, in a lot of ways, she's female and she should have lived, not you! Also, I like the secular look of the Spider-Girl more than the Nazi Germany look of Anne. Now that I think about it, the main trio is practically a mirror of Murder Drone's main trio. You know, maybe it's a good thing we never got more from this series. The pilot has a fun sense of humor. If you enjoyed the unserious tone of Murder Drones, fuck you, I mean you'll enjoy this pilot. Like I said before, the art style and animation allows for more fun slapsticks, but the dialogue is also pretty funny.
I'm sorry, I learned my lesson. Secretly, I haven't learned a thing. Oh my god, the other one's coming. Now I'm learning my lesson twice as fast.
I'm going to eat you now.
Ow.
Cut it out.
So, you gonna learn your lesson, or...
Can I at least learn it in a standoff?
Make it fast.
A plot is pretty simple and not that complex. Idiot dude over here gets kidnapped by Spider-Girl. Spider-Girl gets insulted by this dinosaur thing related by death. And so Idiot dude stands up for her, making her like him as they accidentally take down the dinosaur and the Grim Reaper. They proceed to bond, with Idiot dude teaching Spider-Girl the ways of being an outlaw. But soon Death comes back for revenge, but Idiot dude is able to fix the problem by turning Death into the town sheriff. So, the pilot isn't Oscar-worthy or anything, but it serves as a showcase of what the show was going to be like if we had a show.
I've abandoned my child! I've abandoned my boy!
It would have been fun and comedic with some slapstick and action. The Grim Reaper design is really unique and I would have loved to see more with this character. Being a force of nature, acting as a lawman. Too bad a certain robot show got in the way. So yeah, Cliffside is a wonderful piece of animated pilot that had full of potential. It's unfortunate we never got a proper series. There's a lot of elements to develop here, like the idiot dude smiling when they mentioned something happening to the past sheriff, maybe some hijinks involving a sheriff Grim Reaper, and of course more from Spider-Girl. Knowing Liam, he'll probably have Spider-Girl and idiot dude end up together. But of course, we'll never get any of that, as the pilot is nothing more but a glimpse to what could have been. But don't be sad that it's over. Smile because it somewhat happened. What I'm saying is, it should be them, not you! It's all those SMG4 fucks' fault. How are you able to feast while they starve? Why do you get to live while they die? Oh, look at us. We're gonna give support to artists so they can make their passion projects. Fuck you! You could have been great. You could have been special. It should have been them next to Pomni. Damn, Ragatha is kinda bad, ain't she? So yeah, Cliffside. It's pretty good. What else to say about this thing? If you want to check it out yourself, please do so by clicking somewhere on the screen. And hey, if you want to hear me talk about another classic animated pilot, why not check out my video on the Dark Harvest pilot and its second episode. Also, I like Murder Jones, I'm just having fun, but if you want my full opinion on it, you can check out my video on it here.